Yeah, no, so it's like Bing. We always talk about Google, and everyone defaults to Google, and rightfully because it's got what 90% of the
Yeah.
market share. But there is still a time and a place for Bing.
There is, definitely, and we've always said it for ages, or forever. It's got a place. It's not going to revolutionise your marketing because it's not going to bring you like a significant uplift in volume, but it will. There is some volume there, so like why not try it? Obviously, there's channels like LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, maybe the way you'll advertise, and that will get you a big uplift in traffic. That also has a big additional workload that comes with it. With Bing, the additional workload that goes into it is not a huge amount. You can like import with a couple of clicks. You can set it up to automatically import every week, so you don't have to look at it. I wouldn't necessarily recommend that, but that is an option. So yeah, it's not that big of a time investment. It will be a small additional bit of budget, and you might get a little uplift in traffic. So yeah, that's why we've always said just never rule it out.
And is it certain industries that may use it, or certain markets that it's more prominent in?
Yeah, so obviously, well, for obvious reasons, like B2B companies have a slightly higher traffic market share on there, just because people are often use it at a workplace, at their desktop. So naturally there's a bit more traffic there. It tends to have a slightly older audience, so anything like, I don't know, I want to say like motorhomes or something like stereotypical, but like anything that's got a slightly older audience is slightly more swayed towards that. And they also have like, for some reason, I've never had a good answer why, but they have slightly higher buying power, Bing users, so they have slightly higher average order values on Bing compared to Google, which has always been really interesting. So if you're a slightly more expensive product, Bing could also be good for you.
And markets, obviously Microsoft generally being quite more prominent in the US.
US is bigger than UK. Germany is a big European one. And really like UK, Germany and US, I think are the biggest ones. It's always, they're what they report as a market share and what it actually is, I'm always a little bit skeptical of. But in terms of how much volume you can realistically look to get, I kind of always say it's like 10% of what you spend on Google. For me, that's kind of a maximum, I think. I would like to be proved wrong, but that's generally just what I've seen over the years working with accounts. That feels like it's about the right mark, about 10% of Google, which then you would say it's got 10% market share. Google has 90, but.
So it's a channel that you'd recommend people at least test.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the important point is it's not a huge amount of time investment for what you're going to get out of it. And if somebody said to you, you could get an additional 10% of traffic through your Google account for often a lower CPC, you'd bite their hand off. And being you sit here, with a few clicks, you'll have it imported, you'll get that additional 10% traffic for a slightly lower CPC. Should do in practice. Lots of times CPCs are cheaper on Bing.